All right, guys, today we got to talk about Team Liquid and what their plan is for the 2025 season. Obviously, now the offseason for League of Legends has actually officially started. We've had tons of verbal agreements and things like that going on in both the LEC and the LCS, but now it's actually time for teams to start finalizing their plans, figuring things out for 2025, and letting us know how it's going to go. And again, that season's going to be starting in just a couple of months. So Team Liquid was a pretty dominant LCS team in 2024, but ultimately, obviously, they were upset by FlyQuest in the summer finals, and then also were upstaged by FlyQuest at Worlds. So, some people were saying, hey, does Team Liquid, is FlyQuest just better than them now? Does Team Liquid need to make some changes? Do they need to make some adjustments? Some people are like, oh, Team Liquid just got unlucky. The meta changed at the wrong time, or it just wasn't a good patch for them, or blah, 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 whatever. Some people were putting a lot of blame on Umti, saying, would he want to be back? Would Team Liquid want him back? There's also some questions of just like, hey, is CoreJJ ever going to retire? When's he going to retire? Is this going to be the year? So a couple different places. Obviously, APA and Yan are kind of the future and also the native talent that Team Liquid is building around, and Impact is Impact. He's just a winner. He's just kind of the guy who's always there. He seems to be eternal, but I think the two biggest question marks were potentially with Umti and potentially with CoreJJ, but ultimately we've gotten to where we are now of Team Liquid being set to retain their roster for the LTA North 2025 season. Here's the article that Sheep Esports has. After a surprisingly dominant year, Team Liquid has decided to retain the roster that won the LCS trophy in spring. Like I said, they came up short in summer and they came up short at Worlds, but hey, they won a trophy. That's awesome. Despite disappointing performances in the summer grand finals and at Worlds, TL had a remarkable year with an unexpected powerhouse roster, and they're hoping to capitalize on that performance next year. This year with sophomore talent like APA and Yan, led by LCS veterans CoreJJ and Impact, and LCK jungler Umti, TL won their first trophy since 2019. They looked competitive against T1, and they dominated scrims against Western teams at Worlds, reportedly. They may have lost their steam near the end of the year, but their competitive potential as a team is undeniable. So this is actually pretty interesting. This is pretty cool as well, because a lot of times these teams that we see fall short in summer and kind of have a disappointing Worlds, a lot of people say they would love to see them stick together, love to see them get another year to grow and mature and figure things out together and actually learn from, some of their shortcomings at Worlds and learn from what went wrong in summer finals and all this stuff. Oftentimes fans say it would be cool to run back the same roster and let them grow and figure things out. But ultimately, many times teams end up making changes because there's been so much money spent or so much pressure put on teams or whatever to win right now. When they don't win right now, it's like, hey, somebody's got to blame. We got to change some people. We got to get some things going. But we are actually getting to see a very, very strong team that showed signs of potential for even more and has some young players that are still getting better. Guys like APA and Yan, they haven't necessarily even reached their peaks yet. These guys, I think, can still get better. APA had moments at Worlds where he looked really great, but also had moments where he absolutely fell flat. And obviously, I think he has things that he can improve on and work on and fix and hopefully be strong. Yan was just an absolute, shining point for Team Liquid at Worlds and stuff like that, at least from what I can remember. So this will be very, very cool. I'm glad that TL is hanging on to this roster. Yeah, there might have been some cool, small, minor changes they could have made here and there, but the changes they are making, as previously reported by Sheep Esports, is Swiffer, former head coach for SK Gaming, is set to join the team as an assistant coach next year, and also Rainover, the team's current assistant coach, is still exploring options, but his future with the team does remain uncertain at this point. So that's kind of the latest update for Team Liquid, everything that's going on there. After losing to FlyQuest in summer playoffs and finals and at Worlds, TL is set to make their LTA debut on the back foot. If they can regain the dominant form they demonstrated for much of 2024, they can become the best team in the Americas. TL's choice to retain the roster is bold but not ridiculous. They must now prove they're not done improving. So here we go. Impact, Umti, APA, Yan, CoreJJ, some small kind of coaching staff, that type of stuff changes, and just running back the same roster and giving them a chance to show that summer was a fluke or World was a fluke, or they just kind of puttered out towards the end of the year, but they'll be able to bounce back strong in 2024 and get back to that form that had them winning that spring title. We'll have to wait and see what happens from here. But yeah, pretty cool news. Team Liquid retaining this roster for next season. No shakeup happening here. But we do have the Holy by Sheep Esports giveaway going on right now. We're offering 1 year of Holy drink to one lucky person who's going to order with codes SE5 or SE10. SE5 is going to get you €5 off your first order, and SE10 is going to get you 10% off your entire basket. To participate, all you have to do is place an order with one of those codes before December 6th of 2024. So you still have plenty of time. Check out that first link in the description below and order some Holy today. It's a great tasting energy drink that also just so happens to be healthier than the competition. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.